Hello, today we're going to talk about basically one-step equation but in word problem format. So the question itself it's extremely easy, okay? And I don't really care if you got the right answer. I care about you setting up the right equation in the right way, okay? So let's look at this one. Last week, Shanice ran 15 miles less than Sarah Wong. Shanice ran 6 miles. How many miles did Sarah Wong run? So let's write down all the information. So SH ran 16 miles, and then we're trying to find Sarah. Question mark. Okay, so instead of question mark, I can also rewrite it as X. And we know Shanice ran 15 miles less. So we will have to say it's going to be minus 15. Okay, so we have x minus 15, which equal to 16, because that's how much Shanice ran. So Shanice is this one, and Sarah Wong it's this one. Okay, so now we have this label out. Basically, we can find out, because this part is just really easy. Draw the line down. Let me change the color. Draw the line down. Add 15 because we're trying to isolate our variable. That's what we've been doing for the entire week. This two cancel out. We have x left over. Equal sign. This equals to 31. So Sarah Wong ran. I'm just gonna say Sarah ran 31 miles, and that's the answer. Question itself very easy, but I care about you guys setting up the equation correctly. And yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so that's that question. Now, let's look at one that is a bit more. Let me move this one up a little bit. Okay, so let's look at another question that's a little bit more challenging. Okay, so this one's a little bit more challenging. Let's look at this one. So the question says, last Friday Amanda had a $33.40. Over the weekend, she received some money for washing the car. She now has $50.33. How much money did she receive? Again, really simple questions, but we need to set it up correctly. So originally, let me say Amanda A1 had $33.40. Okay, and then at the end, A2 had $50.33. Okay, so what happened? They probably got some money. So let's say 33.40. She got some money, but I don't know how much she got. Okay, so she gained X dollar. Okay, I don't know how much she got, so it's going to be plus x equal to, at the end, it will be 50 and 33. Again, question itself extremely easy, nothing really difficult, but now we just need to figure out how to set up equation like this. Okay, the fact that you can set up equation like this, that's more important than anything to me. Okay, for this one, we're solving equation minus 33.40. 33.40. On the left hand side, this is just going to cancel out. And so again, left hand side, just x. On the right hand side, this one's a little bit more complicated. 3 and 8. 6, 1. So that's how much money she got over the weekend. So she gained this much. Oh, sorry, 16. So that will be $1. Okay, again, the question itself is not difficult. Just make sure you set up the equation correctly. So let's see another one. No. So let's look at another question that is slightly more challenging. Oh, fractions. You guys love fractions. Okay, let's look at this question. Molly's cooking a cake. The recipe. Sorry, it's late. The recipe calls for 5 1/6 cups of flours. She accidentally put in 5 1/3 cup. How many extra cups did she put in? So first thing, you guys should know right away, it's the denominator is different. Okay, 6, even though it's a bigger number, but in a fraction term, it's gonna be a smaller portion. Okay, so let's see. The recipe. Why am I keep saying receipt? The recipe called for 5 1/6. So 5 1/6. That's how much we should have. We should have this much. However, we put 5 1/3. This is actual. Okay. So how much do we put in? Well, we know we need to. Let me do this way. We should put in this much, but we know we add some more, so it's going to be plus some more. Okay, this is the extra. It's going to be in x. Okay, and this will equal to our final amount, which is 1/3. Okay, the same thing. Setting up question, most important part. This is going to be the most difficult part. Okay, draw the line down the middle. Now let's move all the number to the other side. So minus 5 1/6 minus 5 1/6. Okay, this one cancel out. Draw the line. X on one side. This one, 5 and 5 basically cancel out each other. So it will be 1/3 minus 1/6. If you remember how to subtract a fraction, we need to multiply the common denominator. Well, find the common denominator. And since one is 3, the other one is 6, I can multiply this by 2. Excuse me. And then get the same thing. So now I'll have, let me rewrite this. X equals to 2, 6 minus 1, 6. And 2 minus 1 equals 1, so 1, 6. X equals 1, 6. So the answer will be, we got extra will be 1, 6, and that will be in cups. And that will be your answer. Again, the purple rectangle, it's the hardest part because that is the equation part. You have to set up the equation. Okay, all the questions on this worksheet and on your homework on the second worksheet, if you finish this one, they're all basically this type of question. Be able to set up the equation. It's far more important than finding out the answer. Again, I'm gonna stress this. I don't care if you get the right answer. If you didn't set up the right equations, I will mark you wrong. So make sure you practice setting up equations. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know on Schoology. I would love to answer you guys. Okay. I will see you guys soon, and good luck on this one. Bye.